Hello, hello, good morning everybody. Welcome to yet another Friday morning stream. And what the heck is that? I'm doing spawned in transit. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Seems like another Allegiant aircraft spawned next to us, and I wonder who that is. Let's take a look. Anyways, we are taking November 215. Beautiful old style looking Allegiant over from Flint and over to Chicago Midway Airport. That is what we are doing here today. Actually, I have no idea who the heck spawned over here. I mean, another Allegiant aircraft, but I don't know. I don't see him on radar. I give him a second to log in. Let's see. So we're a little bit light. It is actually raining in Flint. I didn't think it'd be raining. I don't know why I didn't think so. It rained during the night in Chicago, but I didn't expect it. So we have runway 18 for departure. This one right here. We're blasting up this way, and if the winds don't change, we'll be landing the same way as well. We have Sir Nave flying with us. I just realized I probably should have thought of that. Yo, what's up, Nave? Good morning. Trend the game first in chat. How are you, by the way? I am doing amazing. I am well rested because work was not tiring, but we were MC, so like, you know, I just wanted to get back home. Anyways, I say we hop in. Actually, the rain cleared up quite a lot. I say we hop in and we get her started because this aircraft is beautiful. I flew it here from Indy a few weeks ago, and believe me, guys, approach into Flint looks so good, especially once these clouds clear up and once the rain clears up. It's going to be really, really cool. Flying to Chicago, we have 22 left for arrival, so we're going to have the view of downtown as we fly by. Hopefully, if the winds do not change, to wake up early for this one. I can tell it's like, what, 6 o'clock where you are? So yeah, winds looking in our favor for all of our arrivals and departures so far. Actually, the rain really cleared up. It was like really raining when I spawned in 5 minutes ago. Let's hop in and get her started, shall we? Let me get those sim sounds way up. I think this should be up, right? I can relate on the work part except for YouTube. Yeah, I mean, this is all my choice to stream in the mornings, okay? This started, actually, it's been about a year of me streaming on YouTube. We'll get the batteries on and the external power. Why not? Click that on. Get the aiders on. This is our GPS location. We have our flight plan imported everywhere else except here, so let's import that. From Flint to Midway. About 22 minutes until we got to push, and we have about 49 minutes airtime. 36,000 feet. Okay, I see how it's gonna take us. So it's gonna take us. How do I show this? Okay, like this. It's gonna take us south like this. Basically, in the same way that you do when you depart from Detroit. So just south of here, and then it'll take us up through right here. This will be. I forgot what arrival is. Is it the Pancake? It's the Pang 7. That's what it is. Not the Pancake. Pang 7 is what the arrival is called. Speaking of work, I'll be streaming at Newark tomorrow, and I'm excited about it. Real life or like light sim? If real life would be kind of cool. Newark. I don't know. I haven't been in Newark before. I know I probably should. We got the triple beats. We can pop these on, but no nav and logo lights on, and the crew oxygen supply as well. We can get the APU master started, so the APU can fire up. We can actually load the aircraft up, so we don't gotta have no delay. We'll punch that and let that start up. And while that's happening, we can just set up our cockpit everywhere else. We had our auto agency come in, telling us to squawk, what was it, 0737, that's the wrong page, hold on. 0717 on the squawk. So 0717, we'll recycle the transponder. Gonna put this on number 1, multi-scan demand, and predictive wind shears on off for now. Let's see. So there's no ATC, but I do believe that we do have a common CTAF frequency, if I'm not mistaken. So for Bishop, I think I should give me the CTAF wherever it is. Maybe not. I think I'm looking at the wrong place. Hold on. I might be looking in the wrong place. I was looking at the wrong place. Where's the CTAF for? 126.3 is the CTAF. So 126.3. The common frequency used in the ground, and once we're up in the air, we'll go over to Unicom. So 126.3, the common frequency. And the passengers have started boarding. We can actually open this door up just so we can see them. And that is a mistake because there's no GSX profile for this airport. That's fine though. APU is ready. We'll give it 3 minutes to spool up. This is what they do in the real world. Once the APU is available, they give it 3 minutes to just warm up. I mean, the passengers aren't on board yet, so as soon as they take their seats, we'll get underway and put the APU on. For our, this is what we need right here. So we said what, 36,000 for cruise. We go to receive it. We should have got a load sheet. There it is. I'm gonna go to init and request, and this will auto-populate everything that we have so far. So we just gotta cross-check and confirm it. It's gonna be from Flint to Midway. Indianapolis is our alternative airport. We are Allegiant Flight 217 to Midway. Cruise altitude is flight level 360. And our cost index, I just saw that. It is what, 2.6. And the fueling is underway as well. Oh wow, the rain really cleared up. Oh, there we go. Now we're just gonna have a very bright. I have to go shortly. I hope the flight goes well, and I'll visit with grandpops and it'll work afterwards. Another stream, and everybody hit that like button. Make sure you're drinking water, please. Yeah, that's a very important one. Thank you so much for coming out even for a second, man. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I gotta go get some water once we're all done here. If I'm done with my stuff before the passengers are done, I'll go get a drink of water or something. We're gonna. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Next page. This is where we use the load sheet. So 118.4. And then the next page over is a Mach 0 fuel, which is 30.7. We put that in here. The amount that we have in the tank is 11,993, so we can actually just put 12. Connor, what's up, man? Welcome on board. Good morning. On alternative fuel over the Midway is going to be 3.48, so we round down to 3.1. I said alternatives to Midway. That's a mistake. And back over to init, and we'll request the winds, and we'll go on to the flight plan. We can actually accept this and back out of here. It's been 3 minutes. It has been 2 minutes. Give it 1 more minute. Punch that in. And actually, the passengers are halfway done. Even though the fueling's not done yet. I hope the sim sounds are nice and loud, though. We gotta get the streams back up and running. Awesome, man. I'll be looking out for those. Real nice and quiet there. It's been about 3 minutes or so. Stop the clock and we'll get the APU running. And once the fueling is done, we're actually almost done. We're only about 1,500 pounds off. So as soon as the fueling's done, we'll pop the seatbelts and get it all going. And then for a departure, what does our route say? So we're looking at runway 18. So just straight south. There's no SID. We're just gonna go direct to SVM. We can actually just clear this discontinuity right here. Bring that up. And now, if we look here, we've got about 3 minutes to list the lines. Hold this. Yeah, that point, 2268, we'll just fly direct to SVM from there. That's just next to Detroit. I think it's like Dearborn, somewhere there. It's not going to be too far off. Jeez. Still happening, man. Over to Bagel. And then from Bagel, I know we have runway 22 left. The ILS 22 left. There's 2 of them, I think. There's the X-Ray, Yankee, and Zulu. There's 3 of them, my bad. We gotta go look at charts for that. Now, there's only one right answer here. Let's just take a look at Flint real quick. Flint, it's as simple as taxiing this runway, we're done. But really quickly, though. What did I say? There's the APU firing up. But what was I gonna do? Oh, that's right. I was actually. Oh, where are we gonna fly to? We're going over to Chicago Midway today, and then also we're gonna fly back as well. So from Flint over to Chicago Midway. This has been a long requested stream by somebody who's not here yet, and I hope he shows up because this stream would have been productive. And then we're gonna fly back to fly back to Flint. I cannot speak today. I was actually thinking about flying with you, and then once we land back in Flint, I was thinking of stream Flint to Sarasota. That could be a fun one. I'd definitely tune in. I'm not sure how much of a mental toll that would take on you. It's what, it's 3 flights in 5 hours, and it's a 2.5 hour flight down to Sarasota. I'd watch though. I'd be available. What was I talking about? Midway, right? So Midway, the paying 7. We've already said that. It's gonna bring us in from Bagel, in like this, and we're gonna take 22 left. So from 22 left, we're gonna have either the Zulu, Yankee, or X-ray of choice. Now, one of them has you do this. This is the X-ray, right? So we can actually take X-ray off the list. So the Yankee and the Zulu, they look very similar, but they have one key difference. The Zulu takes you in at a course of 238, while the Yankee takes you in at 228. So you're actually flying directly with the runway. So the Yankee is the way to go. We are gonna uncheck Zulu. Is that an RNAV? Okay, RNAV, Zulu. Am I right? It is an RNAV, okay. Why did I think it was an ILS for a second? Gonna do the paying 7 via the Bagel transition. Insert. And now we skip through here. Boarding's actually, fueling's actually done. We can get the seatbelts on. We can get the external power up. (0717) squawk, right? We already got that. Alright. And then if we scroll through here really quickly, how do I get it? There we go. Watch this one right here. Make sure there's no discontinuities. As we zoom in here, just zoom in a little more. No discontinuities. It connects all the way down to 22 left, and that sounds beautiful and all swell. For the altitude, we're gonna go for an initial of 8,000, I believe. I mean, there's no restrictions, so we can literally just go as high as we want. But we're gonna go to 6,000 to level off first. Actually, 5,000. That's what it is mostly everywhere. Red nav in progress. We're gonna do a bit of a hat movement here. We're going over to K Midway. Right now, we're just waiting for the bags to finish up, and they're actually coming here. There's only 2 cards. It won't be too long. In the performance, now we can fill this in a little early. That's the arrival one. That's a different one. There we go. 1.8. It's a little wet, so the performance 2952. The altimeter. Damn. 2952 for the air pressure. That's actually kind of low. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, are the surfaces wet? They don't look too wet to me, honestly. No, really, they're dry, so we can actually just reapply that. So we're gonna go flaps 2 down 02, then 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3, 5, and then a flex at 66 degrees. We can post that in there for now, and then we'll figure out our way from there. If it was still raining, we would actually have anti-ice on because the temperature is below 10 degrees Celsius. And below 10 degrees Celsius, there's present moisture. So we're not gonna, although there is a low overcast. So we'll, no, we probably should take anti-ice on. For engine and wing, actually. See what it gives us now. So a little bit of a higher release speed, but we'll actually keep the APU on as well. So flaps 1, 60 degrees on the flex this time. Here we go. Now for speed, we'll keep 190 as a restriction for now. And then over to secondary, this is in case we have to come back around. So from Flint, back to Flint. Okay, so then here, go back to secondary flight plan. We'll take the arrival of, say, a certain runway 18. Did they have an ILS for that? They still may do. They do not. This is the ILS 9, I guess, for now. I don't know. The winds aren't that severe. And then we'll go all the way back over here. It's a 2952 the altimeter. 6 Celsius the temperature, and the winds 210 at 8. All set in there. All right, now we're just waiting for the backs to finish up, and we should be all set from there. We're almost done here. I'm gonna actually close this door right now. Lock it. Let's make a few passenger announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, off the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard the Allegiant Flight 217 service down to Chicago Midway. We got 49 minutes, wheels up, wheels down today, and about an hour 17 from gate to gate. Gate to gate should be a lot shorter though. We usually push on time and we get there about 15 minutes early on average, so we should be in Midway in about an hour or so, hour 15 as we time to push. We're just waiting for the bags to finish up and the final papers to come in. Once that's all done in about 5 minutes, we'll get on our way to push and we'll let you guys know once that's happening. At this moment, please do pay attention to our flight attendants. We got 2 in the front, 2 in the back. They display the safety features of our Airbus A320. Thank you for choosing Allegiant 217. Again, 49 minutes, wheels up, wheels down, in about an hour from gate to gate. So thank you for choosing Allegiant and welcome on board. We'll be pushing shortly. We said that. Evan, I don't know if you're ready to push or not, but I am just about ready. If you want, actually, if you want to go first, because I wonder, do you do straight back pushes or do you do to the right? Because I think you should probably go first, so they can push like right behind each other. Unless it's in the same spot. If anything, I'll just do like a simple push backwards, or I'll stop it before we get anywhere. Bags are all done here, so we will make our way out of here. So 5,000. We're all boarded up. Quickly, we'll get our last load sheet here locked in. There it is. Take it. I'm ready. If we go both nose to left, we should be good. Okay, then you can probably go ahead and start that. You can go first, because if we go, yeah, you should probably go first. It's not that one. Come on. 118.4, that's confirmed, and then 307, that's confirmed. Alright, Evan, I'm ready when you are. You should probably push first. So we'll get the fuel pumps on. Whenever you're ready, we'll make our way. He's got his nose lifted, so he should be on his way in seconds. Yeah, that nose is definitely off the ground. Well, it kind of sucks that you can't see your seconds do this from other planes. Tug is connected now, beautiful. I can see the planes all raised up. After, we should probably get the tug connected as well, because I didn't. Oh, the tug is not connected actually, so we can go ahead and take away the GPU. We'll get the pushback ready. No. Dude, icing conditions. I haven't heard that since a while ago. Nose left. So the sky is really clearing up. Oh my god, that looks beautiful. That actually looks so beautiful. Alright, we'll release those parking brakes. Will do. We will wait for the push to be completed to start the engines. And they're CFMs, they start very fast. And if anything, we'll watch out. Make sure we don't crash into you. yeah, we're good. Okay, it's a little close for comfort, but I think we should be good. I think we should be good. There goes his one engine. Bunker brakes are set, okay. We'll turn on our transponder actually now. We can go ahead and do that. And actually, we can go ahead and turn on predictive windshield as well. Hold on. The people are still out there, my bad. Plug is disconnected. She's gonna get the pin. I don't mind this. Alright, man. Yeah, you know what? You can just sit there and wait for me to move out of the way. Left and right is clear. You should get that hand wave on the right hand side. I think. Is that a he or is that a she? That's a he. Okay. Later, thank you. I'm going to start the engine. So we're going to start engine number 1 first. Starting 1. We're going to get this on. And we'll shut up with the startup. Start on 1, we'll start 2. Let's start on 2 as well. We're going to go ahead and go back to normal. And for taxi, I know we're kind of holding everyone up in the back, so we're going to figure our way out of here. For Flint, the taxi is just pretty straightforward. It's going to be a all the way down and then a right on the last taxiway and then a left on the runway. I'm going to get the taxi lights on. We're going to keep the APU on because we do have the anti-ice going. We should be able to get here. We're going to have, what was it, flaps 2. That's 1 down 0.2 on the trim, so down 0.2 right about there, and flaps 1, and we can make our way out of here.
Following the Allegiant A320 ahead of us, runway 18.
And Flint traffic, Allegiant 217, taxi runway 18. Allegiant traffic. My bad. Alright, let's boom up. Just enough to get it moving. We'll get max auto brake. We'll get the takeoff config. Predictive windshield can come on. That can come on. The TA area can come on. Spoilers can go to arm. We're going to go full left, full right, neutral, full down, full up, neutral, and why are my rudder pedals working? Rudder pedals. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, let me go check if they're plugged in real quick. Alright, that should work now. There, now there's input. Alright. You know what? I probably should have done a check beforehand. My bad. Alright. Spool them up again. Alright, we got full input. Just making sure. All good. We go down to 20 on the range. We don't need that much. What the heck? Sensitivity. That sensitivity is crazy. Alright, we're ready for takeoff. Bishop traffic, Allegiant 217, taking off from 18, Bishop traffic. Cabin secure for takeoff.
Traffic.
Got tendency for takeoff.
On traffic, Allegiant 1629 behind the departing company 320 lining up and waiting for about a minute before departure on 18.
Go ahead, line her up here. Okay, something's wrong with the rudder pedals because, like, my god, are they sensitive. We'll make our way on the runway here. We're in no rush, he's getting way behind us anyways. Those sounds are nice and high, beautiful. We have flaps 1 all checked off. Go ahead, get these lights on. If we line her up here correctly, we'll get her straight. So, like, there. My goodness, what is wrong with the braking sensitivity? Nothing wrong with it. It's weird. That's alright. Alright, release the parking brakes. We'll hold the brakes. Pull them up 40. Make sure the lights are on here. Anti-ice is on. BRA is armed. Flaps 1. Start the clock. And flex. And flex, that's the rest. Runway auto thrust is blue. $100 knots. We'll release that downward pressure. V1 and rotate. Hit a brake gear. Oh, looking sweet. Look at that. The winds are crazy here. What the heck? Bishop traffic, Allegiant 217 clear, runway 18. We'll go climb. That sounds amazing. I love the 320 so much.
And Flint traffic, Allegiant 649 is going to give it another 30 seconds before departing.
I don't feel rushed, bro. I like the realism of delays and sometimes I like it too a little bit. Yeah, we're like gonna be like punching into the clouds, but like also I don't think we're gonna have that many clouds. Like you see, it's like kind of thinning out here. There's the restriction. We'll go ahead and raise those flaps, bring those up. We can actually go ahead and get rid of the speed restriction. We'll go up to 360. get terrain on here, and we'll increase the range here. Well, actually, we can take the range down on this one. We'll bring the range up on this one. That's beautiful. I love this. Listen to that guy. That's amazing. Oh, that's gonna be sick. Like, come on, man. You cannot tell me that does not look good. You cannot tell me that does not look good. Breaking out of the clouds like that. There's the ground, actually. You can see the ground from here. Like, you cannot tell me that does not look good. Seriously. Alright, we should probably take a look in here. We're gonna go 9,000 here. Once we'll go to 10,000, we'll pop off everything. Oh, we're zooming through here. Lights can come out. All these bottom lights can come off. Once we're out of these clouds, we can go ahead and pop the APU and the what's it called? And the brick and the anti-ice off as well. Like, these clouds look so good, bro. I'm not even kidding. All right, we'll turn the sounds down a little bit. Volumetric ultra clouds are amazing. Like, come on, man. There we go. By the way, you guys, done an engine? No, thank you, Arecibo. By the way, so I got the Imagine Sim Atlanta. I don't know, just because I wanted an Atlanta scenery, and it actually looks really good. Surprisingly, I don't know why I'm saying that, but I have an Atlanta to Cancun flight in the works for the future. Not next week, but probably the week after that. Next week, I'll let you guys know what I have planned. Once we get underway a little bit. Oh, it's really rushing to move my microphone there. Then actually back out of here now. Dual engine flame out. Go. We're gonna go top of the descent. Oh wait, that's a lag spike. Why are we lag spiking? Okay, so top of the descent is gonna be like right after we reach cruise. Alright, so ice not detected. We can go ahead and pop these off, and we'll pop the AP off as well. I flew out of Atlanta, but I forgot about the solar stone saw, so I messed up with the scenery, but Imagine Sim actually kind of good. Yes, so when I actually did a test flight from Orlando to Atlanta a few nights ago on Tuesday, and I'm actually not kidding. The Imagine Sim actually looks really, really good. And I did forget to uninstall the Asobo, so I kind of hit a bump. So I kind of hit a bump on the landing, but yeah, I actually really like Atlanta. To make it fun and challenging. What we do here is already fun and challenging. It's flying with realistic operations. Back for a few more waiting for the train. Interesting. Yeah, we just took off from. Actually, that's kind of a cool hole in the clouds. We just took off about 19,000 already. We've been in the air for 7 minutes and already up through 20,000 feet. This X-Plane, no, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. 2024 didn't work out, so we're getting 2020. We're staying with 2020, my bad. We're like circling this cloud here. I gotta get reshade. Will I fly for real? On X-Plane with all the emergencies? Yeah, we do no emergencies here on this channel. That's how we do it here. I really got a good reshade. This is disgusting. Hold on. How much is Rex Atmos? Oh, 15 bucks? No way. Oh, what'd you know? It's actually 15 bucks. Well, it's 22 on Orbex, but like, what the heck? Do you buy helicopters too? I do not, no. Literally everything that I do is just KMDW 737 and Fenix A320. That's all I ever fly. I used to do like exploration trips, like by myself. We can actually disarm this ground spoiler for this time. And get the sim sounds down as well. I used to do like little exploration flights myself, like flying around downtown Chicago with like an F-18 or something. So thanks so much, man. Thanks so much for subscribing. I cannot speak today at all, literally. Let me get some music up in here, hold on. We're gonna be at 18,000 for a while. Now, since we're gonna be reaching the top of ascent and the thing right at the same time, we're just not gonna turn the seatbelts off. It's just too short of a flight. There we go. Alright. Here we are. Alright, so 25,000, we're just gonna keep climbing through. This is getting a little sunny. I do wonder if we're gonna ever actually break the cloud layer. So I do want to know how Rex Atmos works though. Atmos, here we go. Cause it's on 50 for 15 bucks on Contrail. Alright, able to fly Cessna with G5 displays and 8 on GPS. I have no idea. Is that included in the Cessna 172 G1000? Like G5, that's the newer displays, right? Oh, that's the old ones. That's the analog ones. Yeah, they have an old Cessna 172. And you can get a 10% discount if you haven't used Mike's code yet. Ooh, let me take a look. What is Mike's code? I already used, what's his name? I've used, dang it, what is his name again? Owl's code. I don't know why I was forgetting that name. I've used Owl's code already. So might as well. Yeah, they used them to replace the 6-pack. And today's stream is sponsored by Airplane Food. Unless you're first class and gotta pay, get food. We get the good food. For 20% off, please drink more. Yeah, unfortunately no first class here. And actually my only experience on Allegiant was my most recent one was with... Okay, so it was row 31 it was this seat, but with the airplane that I flew, they had 1 or 2 rows behind me. I think 1 more row behind me. And it was this exact seat right here. It was 30F. But again, there was like, I keep forgetting, was it 1 row behind me or was 2 rows behind me? So maybe it was, maybe they're cramming a little more. Allegiant flies out of Sanford. Yes. So Sanford, actually, I looked it up. Very pretty, actually, too. You know, if I get Reshade and if I get Rex Atmos, we might have a new destination on our hands here. I gotta make sure y'all don't see my screen because I'm about to buy something. Oh, we gotta go to Unicoms. My bad. Are we gonna break the clouds? Please tell me we will. So I have active season. Okay, so here's a bit of the clouds. I think we'll be able to break them. Just a little bit though. Does Allegiant even serve food? I mean, it's the same as any budget airline. They have you pay for it, obviously. Also, Allegiant flies out of Newark. Really? They did Newark to Orlando Sanford. That would be a cool one. Newark to Orlando Sanford. Let me take a look. You know what? That actually does sound like fun. Newark to Sanford. That actually sounds really fun. I'm not gonna lie. I just gotta get a good Newark scenery first. Hold on, I actually have a... Also, I don't realize Allegiant flew out of Fort Lauderdale. And out of Fort Myers, too. But, like, they have, like, 2 routes out of Fort Myers. They don't yet. It will be cool, though. Out of where? Oh, out of Newark. Oh, if they do Newark to Orlando Sanford. You know what? I think they might be able to do Nashville to Orlando Sanford. I think that's a flight. I do believe the flight is to Nashville. Where are you at? I am actually. This looks very nice right here. Let me get a screenshot real quick. Like that, or the right picture. Here we go. Or should we do like one of these? Yeah, we'll do one of these. They fly to Newark. They just don't go to Sanford. Yeah, so Allegiant is like very, very specific with their routes. Somebody asked where we are. Here is where we are. Oh wait, hold on. Stupid. Right here, but top of the sun's coming up very soon, actually. So do not fret. It doesn't look like we're too far, but we're not too far. Oh shoot! I completely left this behind. Sims have come a long way. Yeah, they sure have. Yeah, especially if you look at what the most recent one was. X-Plane. I mean, X-Plane looks good. X-Plane 12 does. But sometimes it just looks very sim-y. You know what I mean? But they do, however, fly Flint to Sanford. That could be a good one, for real. That actually does sound good. It's a little on the longer side. I'm not sure if I have time this year for a long flight. I mean, I already have Atlanta to Cancun land for either... No, I meant where are you broadcasting from? The room? No, hold on, my basement. Oh, freaking Chicago. I'm in Chicago. That's cruise, by the way. But it is in fact top of climb. And you got top of descents right here. And it's going to be in 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have up at our cruise 36,000 feet. Now we will be descending about 2 minutes, so seatbelts will not be coming off. It's a very short flight. We won't have that anyways. But again, thank you for using Allegiant, and we'll be down at around about 35 or so minutes. Coming into Midway, we should have the beautiful approach of having downtown right next to us on the right hand side. I think Washington Legion will be done around 35-40 minutes. Thank you. Top of descent and climb are so close. Dude, when I flew this plane from Indy into Flint to reposition the plane for this flight, top of descent was right here and top of climb was right here. It was literally leveling off, and then without even a stop, it was just going straight down. I'm not even kidding. So I crossed paying at 25,000, at 24,000. So paying, maintain 240. I mean, that's what they're telling me. Because if we scroll through, is they going to be too close? It won't be too close. We'll be fine. You know why? Because we can just go ahead and there is a restriction here. We can go ahead and clear this. That should be. Are you flying the RNAV manually? Well, I'm gonna have it on autopilot, but maybe we'll disable it like halfway. And we'll disable this one too. There we go. Now it should be good. Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. So my top of descent's now for a while. Well, not for 5 minutes. How many Allegiant gates are at Midway? Let's take a look. These right here. These south ramp gates. Great content. How long have I been doing VATSIM? I've been streaming for about a year, and VATSIM I've been doing since I got the sim back in 2020 or 2021 because it took me a while to learn. Let's see. Yeah, I'm on VATSIM pretty much every single time I fly now. It's beautiful. I can't believe we finally broke the clouds. That's the good part. then again, top of the descent's coming up. We have, so we're gonna take any one of these gates right here. Now I do have some traffic, some some static traffic. So we'll have to see. Rigo coming up. And we'll go down to 6,000. We'll activate it here. Top of the descent can officially begin. My channel has more physical flying. I totally love the artificial. You guys take it pretty seriously. I do realistic airline operations. There's that green dot we're going to capture right now for the descent slope. Top of the descent officially begun. We gotta make sure we don't overspeed this thing. Yeah, but we on the channel do it very professionally. We do straight up real airline operations, the same way the real airline OSPs, SOPs, my bad. Real operations like airlines do it. No emergencies, as professional as possible with passengers in the back. So that's how we do it here, at least. I know some people have said before, you should do some emergencies or something, even earlier today. I personally don't like doing it, just because I think it screws up the realism, personally. I don't know. I personally would not do that. Or I personally don't do it like that. It's a right hand turn. We can actually zoom, and we'll actually be good on this one. We're gonna keep this one at this range and that one at that range, and we'll actually zoom in as the top of the descent gets close, as the thing gets closer. We're gonna go ahead and fill this out. So for Midway, let's take a look at our information. The weather, specific Midway, we have 260 at 12. The winds, 260 at 12. With just favor 22. Temperature 12. And some low pressure, 2954 in Chicago. I haven't seen that in Chicago in a while. Believe me, I watched the pressure in this area. Landing weight, we are gonna be 7.7 on the EFOB, and we're at 8.3 right now, so minus 600 or so. So just 126.0. Be safe. 126. And why is it in meters again? That's the wrong one. Units. Wrong one again. There we go. Flint was 29052 low as well. Yeah, but like Chicago in general, 29052 is also real. This is one of the lowest I've seen Chicago ever. I've seen it go down in the 29060s before, but never in the 50s. It's crazy. No wonder the sky is clear right now. Where I am. At least. I think it is, because the sun's actually out. It's shining through my door right here. I don't know if you guys see all that light coming in from that direction. That's all from the open door. Alright, your landing weight is lighter than me. Well, because you probably load... Look, I'm only doing half weight. I didn't load up 180 people. I loaded up only like 108. Okay, I officially got Rex Atmos, so I'll go set this up later. Rex Atmos is mine for the taking. 240, this is that restriction. We have a company message. I think we left on time, right? We sure did. Did we finish this up right here? We did not. So the Barrow. So the RNAV has what landing? The 9023. And that's with the utmost precision, right? The .10 RNP? Yeah, we should be good then. Alright. Can zoom out just a little bit here, and we'll keep this one out of this. Actually, let's see. No, we should be good. So South Bend is 2955. Just interesting to say the least. I mean, yeah, there was a low pressure area. I'm a big weather geek, so I've been watching. So I've been watching the jet stream over the past week, and yeah, we have like a really big low pressure area over like the Midwest and the metropolitan area. So like the jet stream really dips down to Atlanta, so that's why it's gonna be cold over the weekend here. But yeah, we have a giant low pressure system moving through right now. And then for auto brake, we said auto brake medium is what we're gonna do. We're all good over here. Just make sure they're still landing 2.6s, right? It's like, oh yeah, they are. Actually, I will be right back. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go take my cat inside. Cause she's an outdoor cat. We put her in like a little carrier and we just have her like sit outside the door. So I gotta go take her in because she's been out there for an hour. Alright, cat's back inside, and we are all set to go. We passed 18,000 a while. What the frick? 954 is what we're at. If I'm not mistaken, let's just cross check one more time. Well, they're updated again. Yeah, 5-4. But the winds are blowing at 1-4 right now. We just gotta keep that up to date. We're gonna actually just do /14. We know we cannot. There we go. We're still planning for auto brake medium though. We'll take up the entire runway if we have to. Just watch where we go through. The beautiful sunrise morning sun. The beautiful morning sun. It's a bit of an overcast in Chicago, though. I don't know why I said it was sunny where I am. I lied. Actually, we can turn off the music for now. We're good on that. I can zoom in on this one here. I will go ahead and do that. We'll go over to 3,000 because that's the altitude they have us coming in at. If we look here, if we step through, so there's 6,000 at Haley, 4,000 of that German. It is German, and then it's 3,000 at Tact, and 210 knots at Tact. Then it's 210 knots, 3,000 at Sal's, Dixon, Mindo, Jib, and Yacht. Yacht? I don't know. I have 60 knots of headwind right now. What am I at? Oh, that's cool. This little arrow actually shows you what direction it's coming from. I am at 40 knots of headwind. Jeez. Well, that just means we can slow down. And we have a lot more time to descend. So that's good, right? Yeah. There's 10,000 feet. We can get the lights on. And what was the temperature again? Sorry, I think we might need anti-ice actually. Actually, no. Temperature's 1-2. No, we should be good. Should be good coming in here. Alright, we just gotta watch our position at this point. Beanie Aviation, what's up, man? Hey, welcome on board. Welcome on board. It might be a little too late to be on board, but okay. We're just heading down to 10,000 into Chicago Midway at the moment. So we're just about to complete our first flight. Now, I know last few times we've flown to Chicago Midway, we've had quite a few lag spikes coming in. Now, we should be good. We should have fixed that because I downloaded two giant not bug fixes, two giant FPS fixes. JP, what's up, man? And we are on our way down into Midway, and then we'll make our flight back into Flint right after. So we took off from Flint, dude. It was amazing. You can skip back if you want to watch. We're still at 8,000. We got quite a long ways to go. We got about 10-15 minutes till we land. If you want to skip back, it was like raining when we first got there. This is the first flight, yes, and it was like cloudy, and it looked so good coming out of Flint. And we'll be making our way back there right after this. But at the moment we're descending down through 8,000. We'll be making our way out of Flint. How was the view taking off? I needed to watch. Yeah, you can skip back, dude. The view was amazing. It was all trees engulfed around the area. And actually, we had runway 18. We had the runway taken off south because the winds just favored it. Very, very nice. I don't care that it's like an overcast and gloomy. I actually like those takeoffs. I like the overcast and gloomy takeoff. Overcast and gloomy takeoffs. I'm sorry. I am illiterate. Not illiterate. I cannot speak. I can't speak today. Lord have mercy. It's gonna be a right-hand turn right here. Okay, hang on. I need to watch the takeout. Yeah, take your time. Just be back in 10 minutes. Alright, Haley, German. Honestly, flying out for the 4 left and 4 right is going to be very annoying. Whenever you have to fly out here, it's not fun. So we're not doing anti-ice. We've already determined that. There's a 6,000 restriction. And then we're going down to 3,000 at the moment, so we should be good on that. Alright, so Evan, specifically for you, the gates in Midway. Again, it's supposed to be these 3, but I know there's an aircraft here and there's an aircraft here. So I don't know if we'll be able to land there or park there. I guess we'll just figure it out. I can give you that inside gate if you want. And I guess I'll park like either here. Actually, I might want to park over here. I might park one of these gates. I don't think I'm supposed to, but my goodness, pushing out of this ramp right here is so annoying. It literally takes me 5 minutes, and again, they don't even allow you to start the engines due to icing conditions. You're gonna be sitting in the aircraft after they're pushing it for 5 minutes, and then another 2 minutes while they disconnect everything, and then you gotta start your engines. So I might as well, actually both of us might as well just park with these gates. I think that could be really cool. You can park in the inside one, I can park in the outside one if you want. Or, actually... You got that gate really, man? No, I seriously don't want to park in here. I'm supposed to, but I'm not going. I guess I'll just decide. If anything, you can take one of these gates. Depending on which one I take. Because honestly, I don't really want to park in here. Because again, it's 5 minutes of a push. You literally have to go like all the way out here and turn you around right here. It's super annoying. I might as well just like take one of these, you know what I mean? Although actually, if you're gonna be doing the return flight with me, I think one of us should take one of these gates, like A18 or 19, because otherwise the other one's not gonna be able to push until this one's done and has to taxi out, if you know what I mean. So, again, I'll land first. I'll take any one of these gates, and you can... If I take one of these inside gates, I recommend you take one of these, like A17, 19, or 18. That way you don't have to push on here. If you can just do like a straight... Like A19. You can do A19 if I do any one of these gates. Or if anything, if I take one of these, you can just take the next one over to me. I don't know if I'm overcomplicating it a little bit. That might be my bad. I like to do this. I like to overcomplicate stuff. That was badass takeoff out of Flint. Dude, I loved it so much. Landing in there's going to be even cooler. Cooler? More fun? We're going to delete the secondary flight plan. The cabin's secure for landing. We can activate that. Once we drop the gear, we'll let the cabin know that we're ready for landing. It's been pouring rain here all morning today. Yeah, it was pouring, I guess, in the middle of the night, I think, because I woke up to take my cat outside. Again, we put her in like a little, like a backpack area, and she just sits outside. But the ground was like all wet or something. And then when I spawned in, right before the stream started, it was also like raining. So, that was fun. At least it looked good though. So we are through 4,000. Guys, by the way, this approach, doing it in real life was so fun. Like, literally flying. I'm literally rewatching me fly this approach. This is so sick. There's 4,000. We're going to go down at this 3,000 attack. We can actually zoom in here for the final one. And we'll watch that. Because we're going to start dropping flaps soon. I'm going to cross-check the weather one more time and make sure all the landing I'll make sure all the landing calculations are all set. No weather updates. Medium auto brake 126. We'll meet that requirement quite well. Medium max reverse We'll stop it just in time. And then, come on, I just really, really hope that we don't lag out. We can actually disable this right here. Guys, here we are right here. 923, right downtown. And then actually for taxi, so if we're using up the entire runway, so 22 left, we're gonna exit out probably right here or right here, and we'll just take this out. This is how we did it when I flew this approach a month ago, or about a month ago. We landed 22 left. We took out Yankee, and then we actually took Kilo all the way across like this to the gates. So that's how we're gonna do it here as well. There's that left-hand turn, and we can... How long is the flight to Chicago? It's like 49 minutes airtime, and so far we are 43 minutes airtime. And then it said hour 17 gate to gate, so we're about 50 minutes right now. You can actually zoom in all the way here already. 3,000. What was the last restriction? It was... I gotta take a look here really, really quickly. You can zoom in on this one, actually. And pop off the terrain. It was... What was the restriction for the altitude? It was 150. Okay, got it. 150. 150. Here we go. I knew it was less than an hour. Oh, yeah, it's always less than an hour. And then what's the go around? 2,600. I'm heading 181. 2,500. We're going to start dropping flaps as soon as we get the thing in. And a 210. There we go. There's Lake Michigan. Downtown Chicago is going to be off to our right-hand side in a second. Get all the lights on. No anti-ice required, thankfully. There's downtown Chicago. Oh, looking beautiful as ever. Flaps 1. We'll go bring the sounds up. Here we go. Sounds are all the way up there. And Midway does have a CTAF. So the Midway CTAF is 1352. So 1352. 1352. Speed should be good. Here we go. We're gonna go manual speed. There's the VDEV. We can actually go ahead and activate approach mode at this point. We're gonna pick it all up. The approach nav. We should have that. The speed's coming down as well. I don't see any lag. If all these boats are gone, I guess the FPS fix really worked. Because again, there were like a bunch of boats here. It seemed to work. I might have spoke too soon. Maybe? I don't know. We're gonna go flaps 2. Oh yes. Oh yes. Nope, still looks good as ever. Hi baby. Baby kitty. Here we go. Yep, we got it. We got the VDEV and the LDEV. Alright, we're gonna get ready for all the screenshots. Yeah, the FPS fix worked. All these boats here are gone. I'm not having major FPS issues anymore. There's O'Hare over there and all my add-ons over there. And then Midway is off to our left-hand side. Chicago Midway, ladies and gentlemen. Are we descending? Okay, we should have it here. We're gonna go flaps 3. Heck is that? What the frick is that? The Volanta coin? What? Soldier Field. By the way, I'm going to a Bears game in December. There we go. We picked up the video. There's downtown Chicago. Looks amazing as ever. Got a screenshot there. With all oranges, the United Center. Yep, we are on the VDEV. We can zoom in all the way. We're gonna go ahead and arm our spoilers. The signs are on. You can turn off terrain. Go manage speed. Go downtown. It's incredible. I love this approach so much. We're gonna go gear down and flaps full. Gear down. Flaps full. We're doing the flight attendants. So 1, 2. Flight attendants for landing. We'll go reset that. Alright, we're all set. Alright, there we go. Auto brake, medium, flaps full, spoilers, armed, flaps green, gears green, lights, and we are all set to land. We just posted out both of our streams for the day. We'll go ahead and take a look. We're all good on speed, and we're gonna go 260, 2600 on the go around, and 181 the heading, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for the landing. 1,000 feet. We're on the final course. I love how yellow and orange everything is. Alright, let's land it. Autopilot. Auto throttle will stay on. We're landing this thing ourselves. We'll keep it on the little markers here for now. Small adjustments, small adjustments. We're not recording our landing right now. We are going to record our landing into Flint. These winds coming in from directly over there, actually, kind of pushing us away. Stable. Minor adjustments, minor adjustments. My base for my joystick.
100 above.
I was set 100 above the minimums.
Minimum.
Continue landing. This wind's really rocking us. Push it a little lower.
100. 50. 40. 20. Retard.
Ah, damn. The rudder pedals. Screwing us over. Reversers. The rudder pedals taking us fully to the left. What the heck? And reversers can come off. We'll exit off right here, actually. Spoilers can come in as well. Stop the clock. Those brakes are hot. Get these lights off. Get the APU started. The clock is stopped, right? It is stopped. And kilo. There's kilo, so we'll take kilo on the way back. We'll bring the flaps in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chicago Midway. What a landing, though. Actually, what a landing. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this chart. This is kilo, so we'll make a left-hand turn here and we'll follow this. Straight in for our gate. Yeah, the FPS is still a little laggy just because it's a heavy airport and I have a really FPS heavy plane. But it's fine. We'll disable this, we'll disable this, this. Start the APU. We'll just let it roll there to the gates. Let's see. So what gate did we agree on? We'll just take a look in a second. We'll look just a little bit. Definitely was a bit of a rough landing, though. Again, it might have been our rudder pedal screwing us over. I think we'll definitely have a better landing into Flint on the day. All right, and again, we'll take a look at what gates we'll park at for now. Just make sure lights, these lights are on. This one can actually come off for now. APU is actually all set and ready. That's off. That's off. That's off. That's all off. All right, good.
Midway traffic reach 1629, Armad Yankee 50 left, Midway.
Take a look at this landing. And we'll park it. Let's see, where should we park it today? I know we're supposed to park in there, but I really, really don't want to. So we'll park it right here. So we'll park it, what's this? Alpha 4A. Alright, please activate it. Alpha 4A is what we need. Now this is this one right here. We'll turn it here. Make sure we get her in. Like that. Yep. We'll watch the marshal here. Beautiful. Park and brake. Yeah, park and brake. The APU on, and look at engine 1 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chicago Midway. There he is coming in right there. Oh, wow. Take a look. Woo! That saved it. Ew, really did save it there. Nice job. Let me know how good that landing was. That was actually really good. Oh, he got it down. All right. Let's set our camera right here. That was very, very nice landing. Gotta get a picture of that right there. Boom. There we go, that's beautiful. Alright. Let's head inside. Just edited the route for my stream. Very nice. Where are you going to be heading today? Alright, let's go ahead and end our flight here. Take a look at what our landing rate was. Mine wasn't very good, I'm guessing. Very nice, very nice. And then, yeah, we actually had a very early exit here. Negative 350. Yeah, that sounds about right. At a 113 landing G-force. That was ish. Alright, well, we are deplaning at the moment. I believe. Dismiss that. We will take a seat outside and wait for our guys to undo everything. I gotta quickly go set up a next flight. So we'll just take a seat right here and wait. I'm gonna go set up the next flight. Alright, he'll park it right there. Good for us. ADJR. Alright, that's the cell call I needed. The winds did seem to change there. Going from Dulles to Boston to Newark to Dulles. Interesting. Oh, for the Dulles event. Yeah, I don't follow the events, I'm not gonna lie. I mostly forget all about them. Our passengers, we're gonna be a little lighter this time. We're gonna go 70. We're gonna go 75 passengers. Oh, we forgot to stop this clock right here. Yeah, we're actually a good like 20 minutes early. Dang. That's good. Yeah, we were a good 18 minutes out. What time is your next flight back to Flint? Right now, man. I'm just working on setting it up right now. Evan parked over there, and we're right over here. I mean, we're not supposed to park over here, but we're supposed to park like those gates. But like, who's actually gonna do that? Come on. Not me. Not me at all. All right. So the winds have changed in Flint. They're coming in from the west. 75 passengers, 22 left, same runway for Midway. For 30 minutes. Allegiant 218 is underway. We'll reconnect us 218. Here we are. Alright, new squawk for us today, right now. It's gonna be 5654. We'll recycle the transponder. We will import the next flight. We will import the next flight on here as well. We'll import the next flight on Volanta as well. The one in Volanta is a little more straightforward. Alright, we can close this down. Are we all done deboarding and stuff? The bags are all done, so we can actually go ahead and start the boarding. What the heck? Let's start the boarding on the new one. All right. I got a 6767 squawk yesterday. No way, man. Come on. You've got to be joshing me. Lag as hell. What the frick? We'll keep the APU on. We'll re-request it from here. Got another load sheet in. Once this punches in, we're gonna be Allegiant flight 118 this time, 218 this time, with a cost index of 9 and a cruise altitude of 29,000 feet. 29,000. Go over here. 112.8. My bad. 112.8. Flash. 8.7. We have 9,100. Rip. Damn. Okay. Hey, we only have to load like 2,000 pounds. That's all right. I'll take that. That actually how much? Yeah, 91.76. So 9.2 on the block, and then for alternative, it's 1.7. We'll accept that. Then back over to init. Wind. Request that. Let the lag fest begin. I'm gonna re-import that one more time. Alright, let's get out of here as fast as possible because the lag is unbearable. We'll insert that. We're gonna go, yeah, flight plan. From Midway, 22 left. Just like before. 22 left. And if we look at the charts, take a look at the charts real quick. Yeah, no departures. But it does got me go direct to Lukey. And Lukey can be set directly from the Cicero 4 or the Midway 8. We'll probably take the Midway 8 then. So it's going to be the Midway 8 over to Lukey. We'll fly manual and we're gonna go heading 180 after that. The initial climb is gonna be 5,000. And from Lukey, can I please use this without it lagging? From Flint over to Harrow. And then into Flint, we have runway 27. The ILS 27. So, let's take a look at Flint now. The ILS 27 with the Harrow transition. So let's take a look. How's that gonna go? Insert. So if we get this set like right here, interesting. What if we just... Hold on, what is it? I saw an arrival for a second, didn't I? There was 1. 482. How does that go? Yeah, okay, no. Yeah, we're not doing that. So, let's see. So it's gonna have us fly direct to Flint. And actually, we can just go direct to Harrow, if anything. So, if anything, we can just... We can delete this Flint waypoint. Then we can delete this hold. So now it'll just look like that. Wait, hold on. Like this. Maybe. Trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. Are we done boarding or not? Yeah, we're all boarded up. The fuel's done. We're just waiting for the baggage to get here. We can actually fire up the seatbelts here. I just realized I never turned off the fuel. I never turned off the fuel pumps. That's interesting. So how do we do that? So, I mean, obviously we can't fly like that. If anything, we can just fly like that, and then like. Let me take a look. All right. All right, so we're gonna try to create a waypoint just south of here. So let's see. How does ChatGPT tell me to do it? Find the waypoint and flight plan presses select key next to the left-hand side. Give me 1 second. I gotta pause this real quick. Okay, it doesn't look too hard. Let's figure this out. Creating a custom waypoint, right? Is that what we're doing? Yes. Alright, give me 1 second. So, custom waypoint. So, we can just... So, we're gonna have a Harrow, right? So, we're gonna go... Harrow... 180... Of 5 miles or so? Maybe 3 miles? I'll paste that into Harrow, right? Oh, would you look at that? No freaking way. That actually works. Bet, yeah, let's do that. And then we can just go... We can just clear this discontinuity. You know what? Phoenix might be my favorite aircraft. Look at this. It's this easy to create a waypoint. So basically what you guys saw how it had me going like this, and then also had me like do like a little zig around, so it would have been a weird approach. I wanted to create a custom waypoint south of here, okay? Just type in the waypoint, what heading, and then how many miles out of it you want. And you just create the custom one. That's actually so cool. Okay, we're all set here then. Progress over to K Flint. For the performance. Okay, the lag, most of it is gone. And I eat my words again. The bags are pretty much done, actually. Let me quickly grab this camera again so I don't forget about it. There we go. Alright. Very nice. So we'll just redo that. We'll sync the preliminary. We'll sync the weather. This is exactly the same. No anti-ice with the packs. Actually, we're gonna tow out of here. Let's tow out of Midway. Yeah, let's tow out of Midway. That's gonna be so much fun. Full volume on that. Calculate. Send. Flaps 1. Okay, the lag is gone, and if I say that again, I'm gonna absolutely regret it. Alright, flaps 1 down 0.2. We're all good here. Secondary. Really quickly. In case we come back. Evan, let me know when you're ready to push. I'm ready to go whenever you are. If you're still watching, KMDW. We'll return to 2-2, I guess. Or hold on. No, we can actually return it 3-1. 3-1 left or right? Forgot which one's which. Forgot which one is which now. Because 3-1 center, it's 3-1 right. Okay, it's 3-1 right now. I left 3-1 right. Here we go. Do that. Ready to go? All right. I think you can just do a straight back. Yeah, if we do a straight back, I can do mine. So if we go over here, where are you pushing? I'm gonna push. There's only one way to go. There's gonna push your face that way on this tax line right here. So I can actually, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that right now. Seatbelts are on. That's all on. Just make sure VATSIM all set up on the new one. Balanza also set up on the new one. Alright, good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Allegiant Flight 214 service up to Flint, Michigan. 37 minutes will be our time today. Wheels up, wheels down, in about an hour 5 from gate to gate. But the arrival should be pretty fast and forward, and it should be less than an hour 5. So we'll be pushing in just a minute here. As we get the final paperwork all set up and performed. Welcome on board Allegiant 214. Please pay attention to our flight attendants, and we'll be pushing shortly. We're gonna push like we usually do. Start box 57. Give me 1 second, guys. Alrighty, let's release the parking brakes and we'll start the push. 29er54. Oh, we're all clear to start actually. 12 and then 260 at 14 the winds. We're gonna start this clock. Then really quickly we'll go ahead and update this 122.8. Is that a 6 or that's an 8? That's an 8. Okay. We're all set. We'll just quickly update this as well. Update, send through. So, flaps 1 up 0.2. All good. Alright. Start her up. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start 1. We're gonna shut up for the startup. Ladies and gentlemen, do the startup. It's a good start on one. Is that Donald Trump? That is Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, working the ramp at Chicago Midway. That's crazy. President Trump working the Allegiant ground handling unit. We're gonna single engine taxi out. We're gonna keep this on. We're gonna set this back to normal, and we're gonna go ahead and turn on the yellow electric pump. Go flaps 1. I love that sound so much. I actually love that sound so much. I've had some very bad experiences where I sat on a ramp in a penalty box waiting for us to taxi in, but oh my gosh, it just sounds so good. I don't know. Alright, we should be all clear to taxi. Evan, you can go first. We're gonna go runway 22 left, so he's already off. Thank you, we'll see you later. Up 0.2. Actually, well, we need the taxi charts. So up 0.2. We're gonna go on this spoilers. We'll make sure we're gonna go full left, full right, right rudder, left rudder, neutral, neutral rudder, full down, full up, and neutral. Beautiful. Park and brake, and we'll taxi out. He's taxiing on. He's on hotel, isn't he? Yeah, he is. We're gonna have to go some extra power here.
Midway traffic Allegiant 2806. We're gonna hold over here on hotel and then sidestep over to Tango behind company 320. Midway.
Oh, that's so kind. He's gonna wait for us. Thanks so much, man. We got way over here. We're not in a rush. We are not in a rush. Probably should pick up some speed as we get on a Yankee, and then we'll start the engine. Actually, speed it up. We're starting engine 2. The right turn here. Cabin's ready. A yellow electric pump can come off. Good start. Let's see. AP can come off actually. There we go. But then it's just for takeoff. We're all set. Alright, he should be behind us. He is behind us. Make sure we don't forget this camera with us. We did not. Go ahead and take off here. We're gonna go max auto brake. Check this. We're all set. Predictive windshield's not on. Let's turn this on real quick. Turn all this on. All set and ready. Alright, we're all ready to go. We're gonna knock those lights on. And midway traffic, Allegiant 214, lining up for takeoff from Allegiant 2 left. We're gonna go up to 5,000. I think that's the initial climb, right? 5,000? Holding her on for a second. Here we go. The 5,000. Actually 3,000. I didn't realize that. All right, for departing O'Hare traffic. All these lights are on. All right, let's go. Hold those brakes. 40% on one. We're going togue out of here. So, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy those sounds. We're gonna go this view. Keep that center line. Toga SRS runway auto thrust blue. Keep that nose down. 100 knots. There's V1 and rotate. Positive rate gears up.
Midway traffic, Allegiant 2806 lining up and waving.
We're heading 180. What the heck? The heading. Here we go. Goodbye, Chicago. Yo, what a rip out of here. Let's watch that decel. Ah, damn. Bring the flaps in. We'll go up on the altitude. I know we said overspeed, what the heck. We'll go direct to Luki. Up for 29,000. Freaking ripped out of here. What the frick? Got in there. See that? Jeez, look at how fast we're going. Goodbye. What the frick? What a rip. Ease on the takeoff roll. What a rip out of Chicago. That's actually insane.
Midway traffic, Allegiant 2806.
Somewhere there. Passing through 7,000, we can disarm the ground spoilers. There's downtown Chicago, goodbye. Could be the Field Museum somewhere here, right? Oh wait, oh that's what it is right here. It's Museum of Science and Industry. Very, very cool museum in Chicago. If y'all ever in Chicago, I do recommend visiting. Okay, we can actually zoom out, zoom way out. 10,000 feet, we can go ahead and get the lights off. Leveling off at 10,000. There's Midway, goodbye. O'Hare's all the way over there, goodbye. Midway, goodbye. And Chicago, goodbye. We're heading back to Flint, everybody. There's those clouds again. They really, really did move out. $12,000 and we are, oh gee, all right. We're all set. 13,000 and we can go ahead and climb out of here. We can go ahead and just get rid of all those actually. There we are, here we are. We're Lukey and then it's, I think it's 2 waypoints and then we figured out how to make a custom waypoint for ourselves as well. Bring those sounds down, we'll bring the music up. I'm gonna bring it way down for myself because for me it's too loud. I'm gonna go 122.8. And then what was it? 126. Point something for Flint. I forgot what the frequency was. Where is the freaking GSX? Oh wait, no, not GSX. Shoot, what am I looking for? Oh, stupid. 126.3. That's what it was. $18,000 already? What? The cost index is 9. Why are we climbing so aggressively? Huh, must be the pilot. Alright. Nah, that's just how I work it. I climb aggressively. Here we go. 18,000. We got about 10,000 feet to go. That's amazing. Also, Evan, I didn't realize. Oh, there's Midway Tower online. What the heck? Too late for that. Yeah, Evan, Midway Tower is online. I had no idea, actually. Also, Evan, I don't know if you realized you never recycled your transponder. On the radars, it still says you're going Flint to Midway. Just so you know, I don't know if you know that or not. He didn't say anything. Yeah, I don't see him on the actual radars. Yeah, but I see him on VATSIM. Okay, no. So on the little VATSIM panel, I saw him for 1 second. Midway. He's back on right now. 135.2. Okay, no. Now he's not. Now he's on. Yeah, I saw him for a second there. No, but I mean, like, whenever, like, on VATSIM radar or on Volante, your flight plan still sets Flint to Midway. You know what? I think he was trying to do controller while we were in the airspace, and then he was a little too late. And actually, we will turn off the seatbelts this time. Does it still say 1629? Yeah, it does. If you go on VATSIM radar, VATSIM dash... Actually, hold on. If you go to VATSIM-radar.com, it's still set. You can actually, like, favorite a bunch of people. So you can, like, track whenever they're online. Yeah, you're still 1629 for me. Or for everybody else as well. Alright, so looking at how we're going to arrive into Flint, let's take a look at that. The runway 27 is this runway right here. So I'm trying to think, how would we taxi back? Because we could taxi back, I think, so it would be just probably Charlie, and then we would just turn into whatever one we need here, so either Romeo 2 or Romeo 3. But what I would do, actually, if they're departing 27, I would actually taxi in on Romeo 3 right here, and then just taxi along here. That's what I would do. And for the actual stuff right here, but we don't need to set any of that up. There's cruise. I never started the clock for takeoff, but of course it didn't. Yeah, there's cruise. As soon as we come out of this turn, I'll turn the seatbelts off. And top of descent is in 10 minutes. It's alright. Pop the seatbelts off. Back over the clouds. Or back into the clouds. No, back over the clouds is correct. Okay. Alright, so again, we have that one waypoint just south of here. We can actually go ahead and fill out our information at this point. Never too early. 29.5. Is it still 5.2 over there? No, it's 4.8. Wow. Right. Pressure's dropping. 7 and then 2-1 at 10. 2-1 at 10. Crazy. What the heck is going on in Flint? They better have a bunch of like storms over the next few days. Barrow. We just had this. Hold on. Oh, the Barrow. 930 or 970? It was 970. Okay. 970 the Barrow, and we're all actually set up over here. And go ahead and delete the secondary flight plan. We'll zoom out here, and we'll actually keep this one zoomed in. And actually, I have to check on something really quickly. Hold on. There's some altitude constraints that have come down. This is an ILS approach, so we'll go 2,000, I think, on for the descent. Well, 2,000 again. We'll set up on the 2800 right here. Or if anything, we'll just do that, yeah. And if we have to, we can just click down. We're doing good on fuel. It's a lot lower than I thought it would be, but like, alright, that's fine. The gentlemen keep us with off for quite a long time now, about 5 or 10 minutes. So we'll be starting our descent into Flint in about 5 minutes or so. What information in Flint right now? Damn. What information in Flint? Temperatures are about 7 degrees. Winds out of the southwest, about 10 knots, and the pressure's nice and low. There's just a bit of a cloud coverage at 900 feet. Should be no problem though for the aircraft to fly down, but that should be it. Just about a cloud cover, about 9,000, about 900, and just some cloud cover 900, and we should be all set from there. Thank you for choosing Allegiant, and we'll be descending about 5 minutes, and we'll pop the seatbelts on from there. We'll be down on the ground in about 45 minutes. Thank you, and have a good rest of your flight. Yeah, Midway Tower's online, but unfortunately there's nobody flying into Midway. Okay, so somebody wants to fly in as an E-170 into Key West from O'Hare. Interesting to say the least. I don't know if he's going to make it all the way down to Key West in an ERJ-170. We're actually about halfway through our flight now. Surprisingly. Have a descent. Pop that. And the seatbelts as well. Alright, top of the descent has begun. What did I miss? Had to take my brother to school and the risk leaving the sim. No, you're all good. You didn't miss nothing. I just saw the top of the descent. Also, Evan, by the way, if you wanted to, so what I did, I don't know if you see, but my approach looks a little different. So, if you look over here, the way that it looks for you is that, it has to take it takes you over the airport, and then it has you like loop around here or something. So basically, what I did is I created a custom waypoint, 5 miles south of here, so we don't have to loop around. So what you can do is type in the name of the waypoint. So first of all, delete everything, so you just have direct to Haro. So you just have direct to Haro, and then Torrey, and then the runway. And then what you can do is you can type in Haro / like in what direction 180, and then how far out, and then you can put it into the waypoint that you want that to be in. Another critical custom one. I'm just gonna vector myself around because I'm guessing that's what would happen in real life. I think in real life they would vector you, yeah, but I just created a custom waypoint. And after I can make one probably like south of the airport too, if I wanted to, just to give me some little more leisure room. I really like these clouds though. The clouds are looking sweet. I think the main thing is just paying attention to altitude. That's probably it. I have a feeling we're coming in a little high. I think we might be. But there is a workaround that way. So here's what I'm going to do. I mean, I think you can just vector yourself around. So here's what I'm going to do. So how far out is Haro? Hold on. How far out is Haro? So Haro is... the 1.4, 2.3, that's going to be 3.7. And 3.7 plus 4.4, and then 9.4. So about 10 miles. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a waypoint about 10 miles out from here. So let me think. 4.8 is the pressure there. So I can go PBG01 at 270 at about 10 miles. Can I do that? Would that work? That would work. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so instead of 270, what's the course? 274. So let me quickly erase that. Not 270, a little higher, so it's 274. Okay. So PBD01 at 274 at about 10 miles out. Let's do that. There we go. We'll insert. Right to here. It's just flying the direct that way one, right? Yeah, well. And then we could just go. And once it straightens us out. Oh, so why did I do that? Alright, so PBD01 at 274 at 10 miles. Like that, beautiful. Now we can just fly direct to that one, yeah. Boom. There you go. Now we're all good. Now we have a little bit of leisure room. Because now it looks like this. It looks good. There we go. Are you gonna for my stream or are you done for the day after this? I'm probably gonna be done, so I don't know if I looked at that in time. I'm gonna be done for today. Go ahead, bring the speed brake back in. What am I talking about? Hold on. I do gotta make sure though that we come in right for the ILS. And if anything, we'll just we'll just vector ourselves for that. This music can come off. It came up a while ago, my bad. And then, yeah, so the gate we're gonna go for. We got golf tees down here? What the heck? We're probably gonna go for, I don't know, whatever gate that we want. Maybe we'll go 5B or something. Yeah, we'll go 5B. There's 10,000, we can pop the lights on. We are decelerating. Why does it seem like it's like night? It feels like it's evening because of the freaking shaders. They don't even look that good by default. We're gonna pick up that green dot again. We gotta make sure we make it to the ILS then. Oh, we will. We have plenty of time. But the airport's gonna be right down there. Good to know. Somewhere down there. And again, we're recording this landing, so I gotta remember to turn on the recorder. Nope. Wrong one. Here we go. Flight recorder is ready. I'm gonna bring the sim sounds up. I'm gonna go over to the 126.3. Beautiful. Cabin's ready for landing. We're gonna start dropping flaps as we're coming in here. Here are the clouds. And goodbye the beautiful sky for the day. The flight recorder good. I used to use SkyDollar and I haven't been replayed to it since 2024. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's I don't know what's it called. It's this little thing right here from Flight Radar from FlightSim.to. I've been using it for the longest time now. It works absolutely amazing. Oh, that's my bad. Sim sounds go up. I think I will park. Okay, we're getting down with the 5B. Just turn. Bring in flaps 1. Here is the glide slope. Glide slope is coming in. Go ahead and activated it. Glide slope and low glide slope will go flaps 2. Boilers coming in. Go max auto brake. Look, glider and glide slope are both armed. Beautiful. We can go ahead and calculate this again. This is the weather. It's this in here. What is our land? Default 6.0. We're at, and we got 118.8. Stop about this way. Go to early. 2,500. We'll stop. What, like? Stop like right here. We'll take it off. All right, that's good to know. 2,500. Lights are all on. There's the ground. We're all tuned in. We got the ILS and the localizer armed and captured. We got this set, so that we'll go ahead and arm the spoilers. The go around altitude for this approach is 2,600. Heading 275. So set up 2,600. Go flaps 3, gear down. There's gear down. Flight attendants, take seats for landing. Seats for landing for the flight attendants, it's all good. There's the last waypoint there, there's the runway. Go flaps full. There we are. We're all set up for the arrival now. Beautiful. All right. Gear green, auto brake medium, flaps full, arm, TRA, lights, all set. All right, let's land this. We're gonna start the flight recording. There's beautiful Flint. All right, now let's not crash it in this time. Let's not absolutely wreck our gear.
Flint traffic, Allegiant 2806 is going on an extended downwind for the ILS-27.
1,000.
Bishop traffic, collision 218 on the 3-mile final for route number 27. Bishop traffic. All right, that looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And now all we got to do is just land it. All right, my aircraft. Headwind coming in from the side. Not fun, but it is what it is. We'll keep the ILS. We're going a little low on that. There we go. Cat 1 landing.
500.
Stable. Go a little to the left now.
Above.
That's some high gates. What the heck? Why are the gates so high?
Minimum.
Continue landing. We're good on the glide slope, surprisingly.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
The rudder's not freaking out this time, but we are floating it though, unfortunately. Touch it down.
Drive.
Touch down and reversers. That's alright, we'll take it. Bad nose will slam down and we'll keep signing on here. There's no flaps and spoilers in the replay. It does, but for the Phoenix it glitches out a little bit. Reversers, and we can go ahead and take the auto brake off as well. Stop the clock, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flint, Michigan. With these lights off. Watch my landing before you replay. Oh, of course I will. I don't replay until everybody's off the aircraft. Go ahead, exit off right here, and we'll just taxi off. Good right hand turn here. Bring in the flaps. TARA can come off. Grip the wind shear and multi-scan can come off. This clock has stopped at 39 minutes. Alright, I forgot this one doesn't work. I forgot I did not set that clock.
Bishop traffic, Allegiant 2806. We are on about a 16-mile final for Bishop traffic.
16 miles, damn. Just taxi her in nice and slow. Let's spool them up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, we're gonna get the APU started. There we are. We said gate 5 Bravo, is that correct? 5 Bravo. There we are. Allegiant. We will shut down one engine as well. We're gonna go, is the AP on? Shutting down engine 1. Got the AP on already. And we'll make our left-hand turn here.
Bishop traffic Allegiant 206, 10 mile final, LSQ set Bishop.
Funny, we were just on this taxiway about an hour and a half ago. Taxiing out. So which one is 5 Bravo here? Turn these lights off. APU's available. 5 Bravo. That's just 5. There's 5 Bravo. Alright, let's get it straight here. Here we go. Oh shoot, that's a shorter one. That's beautiful, we'll stop it. Parking brake. APU. Turning down engine 2. Seat belts. And beacon. We're all set. He should be coming in a second. Jetway didn't connect? Jetway connected. What are you talking about? Very nice. So how does this look from this gate? That looks alright.
Bishop traffic, Allegiant 206, 5 mile final, going to set Bishop.
There he is, coming in right there. Little dot right there. Literally one single pixel. Oh, we should have stopped the recording a while ago. We're going to go ahead and end our Volanta flight. Good flight, though. I really, really did enjoy that. The hour 5 airtime, we were 48 minutes. Well, this was gate to gate, so we were actually like a good 20 minutes early. Go ahead and unstar all these. Make sure everybody's getting off. And we're all set. There he is coming in. Let's go watch his landing. Oh, he's gonna touch on like right here. Oh, should we watch him like a passenger? What the heck is that? A freaking hero bride. What the frick? No, you can't see anything through his glass. Let's take a look at this landing. And then we'll end our flight. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so you can't even see the passengers from there. That's all right. Why did it disconnect? Alright, let's go ahead and end our Volanta flight. Here we are. Why is the jet wind not connecting? Alright, let's end our flight really quickly. Rough landing, but not too bad. Yeah, honestly, I think kind of traded landings. Like the me landing into Midway was bad, and then you landing into Midway was really good, and now it was the other way around. There you are, right there. We're rocking it though. The jet we finally connected correctly this time. And okay, Volanta flight. That's what I was gonna do. Let's end the Volanta flight real quickly. Here we go. So end it. We review. We had 2 flights today. So this one, take off like this, out like that. The loop, custom waypoints here and here. And a touchdown of -219. We will take that. That's pretty good. With a 1.1 G. That's not the best, but that's alright. We'll end it up. We had 2 beautiful flights today. And that's how we will end it today. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, we're all done with this. I'm just gonna wait for him to park. And we'll watch the replays. He's really driving by. Did you miss the gates? I think I might have missed one. Oh, I have to set up a gate. Oh, you're doing the same way you departed from. Alright, that's nice. Actually, what about this gate? Okay, these are ramps here then. And then these are too ugly. I would never park here. Can't see anything. Actually, speaking of Flint really quickly though. Speaking of Flint, very, very well made airport. Walk through the doors. So yeah, Flint looking very nice. That's actually, what the frick is this scan? All these scans are. What are these scans, bro? Is this Kevin from The Office? But the airport, very well made. Beautiful trip today, must say. I agree. You can kind of see out these windows, but it's not really. And you make your way through here. This is the main terminal area right here. Although I don't understand why they have an Arizona Cardinals thing here. That's weird. Alright, either way. Let's disconnect from... Let's disconnect from VATSIM and we'll do the replays now. I'm gonna go ahead and load up some panel presets. Very nice. We go medium auto brake. We'll arm this. We'll do the replays.
Too low, terrain. Don't think. Don't think.
We'll watch it here first.
Don't think.
Take a look. It's a negative 219. Yeah, we really did floated there. I kind of touched on that side there. I can definitely see the 219 though. So with replays, it's a lot better on the PMDG because PMDG does actually react to their spoilers. What are these high ILS antennas? What the frick? Take a look. Yeah, the initial flare was. I think we retarded the throttle a little too late. That's what it was. All right. Let's take a look at this view now. There's an initial flare. The flows. Oh yeah, we really floated it. Let's put it on its side. Ah, really slammed that nose wheel down though. Bring it back right about here, and we'll leave it from this side. Sorry. My bad. Let me quickly move it back, like right there. And there was the hard touch on the left. We really kept our nose up for a while, and then all of a sudden just brought it smacking down. That was my mistake. Bring back just a little bit, like right here. Watch this right here. Oh, my bad. This view. Yeah, I really brought it down. That's alright. I actually really like fun. I'm gonna be flying in and out of here a lot more. Especially like little Detroit flights. Back over here. I actually have a Metrojet aircraft, like a US Airways. I can definitely fly in here. There's a terrain glitch over there. What the heck? And one more time. Let's say goodbye to a bunch of you guys.
Don't think.
That's funny, you can hear the cockpit
Don't
noises.
think.
40, 30, 20,
Don't think.
retard. Drive.
Don't think.
Yeah, really put it to the right hand side. Brought it down. Just sucks because Allegiant is the only airline in the flight the 320 here. All the others fly EGS, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but the cool thing is, you don't gotta be a realistic, okay? I got the PMDG 737-600. And so now I have access to all those little Southwest aircrafts, all the 600s. And actually, I don't have a single one of the new ones. With the PMDG, I have like the old Canyon Blue, and I also have the old like gray one. And I have one of them stationed in Detroit. So we can be doing a lot of those small like Detroit to Flint routes, and they're actually not far apart. It's like maybe 20-minute flight at most in the 600. Or finally, you can do like a small affiliate airline like Metrojet or something. Look up Metrojet, PMDG 737-600. You can do a bunch of those. Those are so fun. Anyways.
Don't think. Don't.
I think I'm going to end it right about here. I think it's a perfect place to do it. Perfect way to do it. Everybody, thank you for coming in, for watching, for everybody who's been here all day. And for JP7 who suggested this route, thank you for this is coming in for once. You can go ahead and rewatch the stream over and over again. And I'll see you guys next Friday. Next Friday. It's gonna be around like 11:30 or something. 11:30 Central. So 9:30 Pacific. 12:30 Eastern. We're gonna be doing Miami, or we're gonna be doing either Miami, Nassau, Palm Springs, or Palm Beach, or Palm Beach to Nassau to Palm Beach. So like basically Nassau and Palm Beach type stuff. So Bahamas. But aside from that, that's all I can say. Bahamas and West Palm Beach next Friday at 11:30 Central. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys later.